A mind once expanded will never shrink back down to its original size. Hey guys, this is Andy with Mindset Matters More. And today we're talking about self-empowerment, self-improvement. We're talking about the power of expanding your personal growth to limits unknown. And what does that do? What does that mean? So I am a fan of believing that, once you come to the realization that the problem is you or the solution is you, however you want to frame that, once you come to that realization, you can never ever turn that off. You can never go back to living in ignorance. And so I heard this sort of way of explaining it and it's just so true. So this is what I always talk about is the moment that I decided to get sober actually happened not of my own free will. Like it did not happen because I was necessarily thinking, oh, I need to get sober. Like to be quite fucking honest, I was controlling my drinking so that I could keep somebody in my life, a boyfriend at the time. And so I was lying about it. I was basically trying to manipulate them with the lies to stay with me. And obviously, that wasn't fair to them. I 100% agree. I was a fucking dirtbag back then. Maybe I still am today. I don't know. I still haven't reached that level of enlightenment to see if I'm still a fucking dirtbag. But anyways, point being is that the day I got sober, you know, fuck all the bullshit that I had gone through, the drunk driving, the abuse, the putting myself in predicaments that could have wound up getting me shot, stabbed, killed, or hurt. Like, fuck all that noise. Like, that was not even something that I could be like, hey, maybe I should really examine the way that I'm thinking about things or doing things. Like, that's how so far deep into my alcoholism that I was. And I had put together this event for my job where, you paint and you're drinking at a bar and shit, one of those paint nights. And um like the bartender just kept giving me drinks. And now I only had 3 drinks, but that was 2 more than I said that I was gonna do. And I remember walking home and it was fucking cold at night. And I just remember having this like moment wash over me that was like, oh, I can never drink again. I think it might be me. What if the problem is me? What if I can't control this? And, once that happened, I couldn't look at any like another drink the same way ever again. Like I wanted to. Like I remember um, I really couldn't hang out with my friends because I knew I was gonna drink. I couldn't hang out with my family because I knew I was gonna drink. But like when I did step out of my room, like and people were drinking, I just remember thinking, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I can't be here. This is not who I want to be. This is not how I want to be. And I couldn't look at alcohol in the same way ever again. And to this very day, I don't look at alcohol in the same way. And that's because my mind expanded just a little bit to make room for a new thought that I had never had in my life. Like I was never self-aware, y'all. Prior to 10 years ago, I was very much like everybody else is the fucking problem. Y'all need to change. Like all 8 billion of you motherfuckers need to change so that I can feel better. Okay? And what winds up happening is that, I'm very lonely. I'm into my alcoholism, like heavy. Like I have no legitimate loving relationship. Like I don't even have a relationship with my child at that point. But then that little neuron decided to go in a way that wasn't normal for me and have the thought like, oh shit, what if it's me? And here we are 10 and a half years later, and I I cannot go back to that ignorance. Not that I want to, but it's not physically possible. And here's another a good example, right? Is as you guys know, I don't eat sugar anymore, right? Um, I stopped what back in September. What's that? October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Wow, 8 months, fucking sugar free. But, sometimes I fuck up and forget or something. And the immediate fucking guilt and the physical reaction that I have is like, I cannot go back to eating sugar anymore. I just can't do it. My body cannot handle it. My brain is just racked with guilt. And it's like, I don't want to be living that life. I know where that road takes me in terms of like eating boxes of ding dongs and a bag of potato chips and a fucking gallon of Coke. Not cocaine, y'all. Coca-Cola. Okay. And the point is that like my brain cannot go back to, yeah, I'm gonna eat sugar. Like it just doesn't happen. So yes, a mind once expanded is never gonna go back to the way it was. So if you're on a personal journey where you're expanding your mindset, where you're expanding the way that you think, you live, you feel, you are, you love, you make money, you spend money, you eat, you go to the gym, whatever the fuck it is that you are trying to expand your life in, buyer beware. Because once you realize that the problem is you or the solution is you can never go back to ignorance. Because every time you eat the wrong thing, every time you spend money on the wrong thing, and it's not even the wrong thing, but things that aren't aligned with where you want to be. When you do that, you're gonna be like, I know I'm not supposed to fucking do this. And you're gonna beat yourself up. So you have to be on your P's and Q's and you have to be doing your shit the right way all the time. Because if not, you're just gonna sit there and live in fucking misery, knowing that there's another way, a better way, a different way to live, and you're not doing it. And that's fucking hard. That's really fucking hard. Like today, I forgot to bring my full lunch. Like I brought part of my lunch, but I forgot like, the rest of it. Like I just had like a little bit of chili. I didn't have the rice with it. I didn't have my yogurt. I didn't like all I brought was the chili because I'm a fucking dum dum sometimes. And so I'm sitting here like, okay, well, I have to go to the cafeteria, but I need to figure out what is actually going to make me happy. Because I could go down there, get a donut, get a muffin, get some Cheerios. Like, I could eat the wrong things for sure. Man, nobody would fucking know. Y'all wouldn't know. Were you there? No. Was my husband there? No. So I could, in fact, be doing all this stuff and nobody would know. But you know who would know? I would know. My subconscious would know. And I would definitely be beat my ass up about it. And I like to fuck myself up. Like I am no joke when it comes to being cruel to me, okay? So it comes down to, really, do you want to expand your capacity for greatness? Because you're going to start holding yourself to a higher standard. You're going to start holding yourself to this really high bar that you're going to have to achieve every fucking day, or else your brain is going to be like, nope, that ain't it. Try again. That's not it. Fucking try again. And let me tell you, yeah, I'm tired. Like, I wish the fucking choices were easy. I wish they were. But you know what? Sometimes, and I'm gonna be so fucking for real with you guys right now. Sometimes it feels easier to throw in the towel and be like, fuck it. I'll just have a Corona. I'll just have a fucking ding dong. I'll fucking call it a day. But then I know what's on the other side of that. The misery, the heartache, the mental beatings that I give myself. I know that even though it seems like it's the easy fucking choice, it's really the harder choice. Because coming back from that is nearly fucking impossible. Coming back from that is so hard and challenging, and it comes with a whole world of other obstacles. So I tell you this, okay? Expand yourself and expand yourself to a point where, you can keep up with the changes. Expand yourself to a point where, yes, you know what? I'm going to live my life one decision at a time. And be happy, be healthy, and I wish you luck on this journey because I promise you, you're going to need a little bit of it. A little bit of grit, a little bit of luck, and a whole lot of self-love. Okay? With that, guys, I'm going to let you go. Love you guys. Bye.